So boy, same. And then girl, it's going to be almost like an A, but bring that thumb out and brush it across the bottom of your chin. Girl, same. So that's another way to do sister. So girl, same. Brother can be boy, same. So that's like the older signs, but you'll still see that. But the faster and newer way is going to be touching that forehead down to your finger, in your cheek or chin, down to your finger. So brother, sister. Aunt is going to be an A, down your cheek. Uncle is going to be a U, and it's going to swirl at the top. So make sure with aunt, it's an A going down, and girl, that thumb is out, and it's coming forward. Girl. Girl, aunt. Cousins, so it depends on if it's a male or female. Male cousin is going to be up here. Yep, so it's going to be C, and you shake it. Or if it's a female cousin, down here. If you're just talking in general, just put it in the middle. Niece. Hold on, I gotta think. So nephew, sorry, we're gonna start with nephew. Nephew is gonna be, so it's gonna be an N.
Oh.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear. It's gonna be an N, and you're gonna bring those fingers out. So it looks like that. Nephew, niece. Sorry to think about that, because we have a girl in our class. We gave her a name sign because it's one of his friends. And so her name sign that we gave her is an N right here. So I had to think, wait, which one is it? I got confused for a second. So niece, nephew. Husband and wife. So husband, since it's a male, you're going to touch your forehead and then come down and clap. You don't have to actually make it sound, but just bring them together. Husband, wife. Mother-in-law or father-in-law, so you're just going to do mom. You're going to do in. This is totally weird to me. So mom, in, and then you're going to do law. So law is going to be an L on your non-dominant hand, going up and down.
You'd think that would be just L-A-W.
Yeah, or just, I don't know.
Spell
To
it.
me, it's like mother-in-law. Like that's just everything is. It's not like ASL, I guess I should say, for it to be every single word. Because law, I mean, I guess yeah, it's legally, but I don't know. To me, it's weird. So mother, in, law, or father, in, law. And then we did boy, girl, and then so male and female. So you can start with mom, and then just bring it down to your chest. Female. Or you can have it like this, and start in the same, but then bring those fingers out. Same with male. You can start as like father and bring it down to your chest, or you can start it like this and bring it down. So male, female. That's how I do it. Is starting with those fingers down. But either way, doesn't matter. Okay, that's all I got. Are there any ones that I missed? Yeah. Twins. So it's going to be a 2, and it's going to go down one side of your chin to the other. Twins. Same with triplets. It's going to be a 3.
Is that their twin girls?
Oh, no, it's just general twins. That's a good observation. Yeah, I never really noticed that. So then you would determine if it's girl or boy. Yeah, with the twins. Yeah. Yes. Yep, so twins, and then this is going to be a 3 in sign language. We'll get to that. Triplets.
What about octuplets?
We'll get to that.
I
We'll
just
do,
wanted to say
yeah,
this.
so all the numbers, I can count to 999 on one hand. So we'll go into numbers probably next week. But this, yes, in 2 weeks. So this is going to be 3 in sign language. Not this. We're going to do like a pre-teach right now. This is 6 in sign language.
Isn't it W
Mind
too?
blown. Huh?
Isn't it W?
It is W. It is W. So even 2 is V. So the only time that it's really a problem I've ever come across with determining numbers from letters is when you're talking about a VIN number on a car. That is the only time that people really get confused with if this is a V or a 2 or a 6 or a W. Or an F. F is also 9 in sign language. But anyways, we'll get to that. So we'll do that all again. That was a lot. So family. Be an F in a circle. Family. Mom. Dad. Grandma. Grandpa. Brother. Sister. Aunt. Uncle. This one's going to be a U. Cousin, depending. Niece, it's going to be that N. Nephew. Husband. Wife. Mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Father-in-law. Boy. Girl. And then male. Female. Good. Yeah.
Son and daughter.
Oh, yes, I need to write that down. Son and daughter. So son, you can do a pointer finger, but for some reason it's easier for me to do all your fingers up, and then you're going to go down to baby. You don't have to rock the baby. This is the sign for baby. You don't have to rock the baby, but it's going to be start up here and come down into a baby, or you can do it with a pointer finger. Son, and then daughter's going to be the same. You can do a pointer finger down to a baby, or I do all my fingers out. And your palm is out for some reason. I don't know why. But that palm is facing out. Yeah, I need to write that down. Okay. So now we're going to practice, because remember we practiced finger spelling last time. We are going to practice finger spelling our family members' names. So I'll give you an example of mine. So it starts with, we're going to go into numbers next week, or not next week, in 2 weeks. And then we'll go into age with that. So, but it's always the oldest first. So I'll give you mine and see if you guys can catch it. You guys got it?
I don't know.
Yep, so so I was the last one with Brittany. Okay, so who is up here?
Bill.
Yep, my dad, Bill.
Mary.
My mom, Mary. My sister, Michaela. Good, and then me. So that is how you list your family members, and that is in age order, and we'll get into that 2 weeks from now. But yeah, any questions on it?
If you have more than 4 families.
Yep, so it would be 2, so it's always going to be to the side like that. So 2, 3 would be like this, 4, 5. And then after that, it gets a little bit tricky. What I would recommend, it starts to get a little bit blurry, but I would start adding fingers. Because that's what people do after, because then this is 6 in sign language. You can do it so you can do your 5, and if you have 6, then you move to 6, point, and do it, then 7, point, and do it. Or you can just start adding fingers onto your hand. But yeah, so always make sure that you point, and then tell who it is, and then you always do name before you spell it, their name.
So if you start here with 1, is this 5?
So you always, good question. So you always show how many beforehand. So you don't start with, you always show it beforehand. So then if it is 4, and then you're like, oh wait, whoops, this is still 5. So now right here, this is number 4. But then if I just add a 5th one, that's number 5 now. So now they all moved up 1. And in sign language that can get confusing because obviously it is visual. So always show how many beforehand. Yeah, any other questions on that? Do you guys want to practice? Do you want me to show you again? I'll show you a different one. This one's a little bit easier, I think. Did I show you guys that? I did show you guys this because we spelled it. Dog. Dog. This is a weird name.
Mika?
Nico.
Nika?
Nico. Yep, so it's me. My husband, what's his name? Josh.
Josh
Josh.
and
Nico.
Nico.
And my dog, Nico. Yep. Good. All right. Do you guys want to go ahead and practice your family members? You guys don't look too excited about it.
I'm so lost.
Hey, at least there's going to be the YouTube videos up, and we'll review it in 2 weeks.
It's just on library's YouTube page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just called maybe like our library, it's your channel?
Yes. So they'll post it on their Facebook and their YouTube page.
Oh,
And
Facebook would probably be.
Kate, what is the title of the videos? I don't
I
look.
think it was in sign language classes,
Okay.
but if you put our name in the search as well, I think that'll bring it up.
Okay.
So
Well,
if you just search for day-to-day Howe library, it should bring them up, and most of the same class should.
okay. That was my next question. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. I need to write that one down too. So it's like hitting the top of their heads.
What is it?
Children. Children. And then child is just one. Child. Children.
What is adults?
Cat. Like the animal cat. Huh? Adults is going to be like the top of their heads. Adults. Or I've also seen an A from the bottom to the top. Adults. Yeah.
What's family again? Oh, yeah, family.
Yep. Good question. I need to write that one down too. Man, I gotta remember all this.
You have to watch the video.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I should. No, yeah, I don't want to watch myself. Even though we had to in college. So in college I had to, that's how they would grade us on our interpreting assignments would be we would have to record ourselves. So I'm always comfortable with recording myself, and then they would watch it and then grade us on that. So yeah, but I don't ever watch myself. Half would be 1 to 2, like the fraction, half, or half. Step, so that's what I was just thinking too. So step is a little bit trickier. I would do, like, so it's going to be an L. I would start it with your palm up and then turn it over. Step. I've also seen step, but that's the sign for mouse and fake. So to me that's just weird. So I would do step. Step. And that's also like, depending on if I go to you or if you go to me, that's also turn. Like your turn if we're playing a game. So that's how I think of it with step too. Step. Yeah. All right, do you guys want to review those again or just move on?
There's more.
Review? Okay, we'll do it one more time. Let me check on time. Okay. So family, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, I kind of want to go in order, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, niece, nephew, husband, wife, mother-in-law, father-in-law, boy, girl, male, female, son, daughter. What else would we do? Half. Yep, so you would do half, so it would be a fraction like 1 to 2. Half brother or half sister. And then we did step. So it's going to be an L with your palm facing up and then turn it. Palm facing down. Step. Did we add any more to that? Besides those?
I would just say adopted. Yeah, we spelled it out.
Adopted. So you're going to like almost like pick it up. Adopted. Okay, so then with those you can say, let's see if you guys can get this one.
Yellow.
Yellow. Yep, so my sister's favorite color is yellow. So you can start making sentences like that. Or
Husband. Favorite. Food.
hamburgers. So you guys can start making sentences with those. Yeah, and same with like, don't like, all of that. Any questions related to those type of sentences? Yeah, so we got like, don't like. We have good, bad, awful, disgusting, all of that. Delicious. What else did we do? Me too, or same. What other things are related to food and colors with favorite?
How would you say out of want and need?
Want. So want, you're going to have your hands out, yep, palms out, and pull it close. Want. Don't want, you're almost going to bring it towards you, then push it away. Or just have your hands like this. Don't want. Yep, make sure you kind of like push it away, because then if you just do this with your hands, that means finished, all done, all of that. So make sure you kind of like push it away for don't want. So want, don't want. And you can also shake your head with that too. Don't want. Yeah.
What's my Lord? What's our?
Yeah, so I was gonna add to those later, just so we're not all overwhelmed.
What was that?
Hour. So you're gonna start with your thumb, and it will go across onto your pinky. Same with your, if you're left-handed. Yeah, what other signs? Oh yeah, you had a question.
Love of a thing again?
Huh?
Love of a thing?
Oh, yes. So we did love as the emotion, and then love as the thing. Yep, so it's gonna come off your chin. Love. So you can also say,
Ice cream.
yeah, you can say stuff like that too with that love. Yeah, good, bad. I don't want to add any more signs just because that was a lot today. But yeah, practice your sentences and try to put some different sentences together and practice your names. Definitely. So what else I wanted to tell you was that so we are learning ASL. Do you guys know what that stands for? American Sign Language. Yes. So that means that there are other sign languages out there. This isn't a universal language. So there's also like British Sign Language, French Sign Language. I know for British Sign Language that the vowels, so our alphabet is with one hand, theirs is with two. So the only thing I know are their vowels. So this is the sign for their vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Those are their signs for their vowels. I would try to spell my name, but I don't know anything else besides A. So, or I. And then the other one is French Sign Language, which we are the most related to that, just because of the deaf history and all that. I don't want to go into that. But that is what we're most closely associated with when it comes to the language. But one thing I remember that's different is this is start in American Sign Language, start, begin, anything like that. But in French Sign Language, this is pencil sharpener, which kind of makes, I mean, to me that makes more sense than start.
Yeah.
But you'll see, like, if you look into more French Sign Language, you'll see that our language is, or sign language, our American Sign Language is closest to their French Sign Language. Then, does anyone know where the biggest deaf community, at least in the United States, is? Does anyone know where the biggest deaf community is? Rochester.
Oh, I was gonna
It's
say
in our
Buffalo.
backyard, practically in our backyard. That is the biggest deaf community, at least of the United States. I would almost say the world. It's practically in our backyard.
Why is that?
It's just where everyone, I don't know.
Maybe it's in the water.
Yeah.
Schools there too, right?
And there, yes, so there's one in Buffalo, which is St. Mary's
Yep.
School for the Deaf. In Rochester, it's Rochester School for the Deaf. The sign for Rochester is an R. It's going to go across and down. Rochester. Buffalo, it's going to be a Y. Put that on your head. Shake it. Buffalo.
What? Get that one.
This, I think Buffalo's like that because this is cow. So they wanted it associated with buffalo, cow, something like that. But yeah, so there's so much to see in Rochester when it comes to the deaf community associating with them. There's RIT has a big deaf community with the college. They have deaf plays, and they are phenomenal. I would recommend going to them. Even if you don't know sign language, you can still go and watch the plays. They do it two ways. Either the sign the deaf actors are acting it out, signing, and on the sides of the stage, there's the hearing actors who are talking, so it's at the same time. And they also have the screen with all the words on them as well. Or there's the one where they follow each other around. So they have two of the same actors, one's deaf, one's hearing, and one's signing, and one's talking. But they follow each other around, they do the same things. They're phenomenal. I went and saw Hairspray. I went and saw The Wizard of Oz, which was amazing. I would definitely recommend going up there and watching one. Yeah.
You find yourself signing with your husband?
Good question. Actually, no. I try to. I actually try to get him to come, but he won't. Not that he won't. He's just like, no, I don't feel like going.
Yeah, but do you ever
He-
just sit there and just
I do
sign with him
sometimes.
while you
Yeah,
sit
sometimes
there
to get
watching?
him frustrated, I'll like sign, and he'll be like, I have no idea. Or sometimes I'll be in the car because what I usually do is sign while I'm driving. It's like texting and driving. I probably shouldn't. But even if he'll be driving and I'll be sitting there and I'll be signing a song. But no, he doesn't know a lot. He knows home. This is sign for home. Home. He knows how to spell his name. But no, that's about it. Good question. Yeah, and it's 7:31. Do we have any other questions before? Yeah.
So my husband is going there,
Mhm.
okay? He reads lips. He's not real great at it, but that's what he does. So do you recommend when you're signing, lipping what you're
Mhm.
signing
In that situation, yes.
or not?
Yes. In that situation, yes. Some deaf people rely on it, like my deaf friend that I bring, she relies on it. But other deaf people don't always rely on it. Some deaf people think it's rude. But it's also, if you're using pure ASL, it's hard because the grammar is almost flipped. So I haven't really taught you guys this yet, but for example, what is your name in sign language would be your name what. So it would be flipped. So if you want to sign in pure ASL, you wouldn't be able to like lip read or talking while you sign. It's almost impossible. So in that sense, it would be in English order, which is fine, but some deaf people don't really understand English word order when it comes to signing. So in some cases, deaf people won't understand it. Other cases, some deaf people are fine with it, they accept it, they understand it, and other deaf people will find it rude, but you guys don't have to worry about that because that would be for like me, who knows how to sign pure ASL word order, and I just choose not to. That's how that would be. But yeah, for your instance, I would say absolutely, I would do both. Yeah, he's not here?
No. Stubborn.
Yeah, I can relate to that. All right, any other last questions?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Yep, I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, remember,
Okay.
no class next week.
How do you know it's a song?
Huh?
Sing a musical
A musical?
and sign.
It'd be like acting. Yeah, so like you would draw, like you would sign bigger, you would almost like draw it out more, just for the length of the words. It's really hard, depending on the song or if on